Shattering Glass and Exit Lane. Just a few topics we're going to talk about on Geek Speak, and it's all about How I Met Your Mother. Joining me tonight on the podcast is was my former colleague in my previous job, but he's remained a friend because of How I Met Your Mother mostly. And I was also surprised he's a fan of the Goo Goo Dolls. So joining me is Mr. Mig Molina.
Hey, hi everyone.
So guys, have you met Mig? Anyway, so I wanted to thank you, Mig, for joining me about How I Met Your Mother. Both of us are big fans. And for the record, were you happy with the ending?
Yeah, of course. The ending was it was bittersweet, but it was good. I mean, Alex has explained, he lived a full life with Tracy, and at the end, there's like an extra something there. It's just like La La Land. I mean, if you like La La Land,
I didn't watch La La Land. I'm sorry.
you'd like that ending too. You don't watch it? You have to watch it, man. You have to watch it.
It's not on the cinemas, ni.
Yeah, I saw it twice. It's really good.
It's that good?
Well, spoiler alert, but yeah.
Okay, wait. So it's for hopeless romantics like me, La La Land. Mig?
Yeah, medyo. I think you will like it if you're a hopeless romantic.
Okay. All right. So I wanted to talk about more of the whole show in general. Siguro with the start of the flow lang. Are you a Ted Mosby fan or a Barney Stinson fan, or maybe Marshall?
So, are there any Marshall fans? I haven't met a Marshall fan
Well,
yet.
I'm a Marshall fan, but
Yeah, I mean, but among the three.
no. I'm a Ted guy.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course, we're Ted Mosby.
Yes.
That's romantic.
Yes. And I remember leading up to the finale. I think one of the last few episodes was when Robin was crying alone in was it in Central Park? She was looking for
I
the
think so.
locket and
Necklace.
the necklace, yeah.
Yeah.
So Ted was there, and this is such a sad episode, sad ending. Ayun. I wanted to share lang my experience with How I Met Your Mother. It was actually introduced to me by Jason Hervasio. And he was telling me that it's actually a pretty good show. And during that time was 2008, maybe season 4, season 5, if I'm not mistaken. Well, not midway. I felt bad because towards the last few parts of my binge watch, it was when Barney and Robin kissed. And I hate it when best friends enter the picture and form that love triangle. So I did not appreciate that at all. What about you?
Well, if you're talking about the love triangle, one of the best ones was during Ted's, he had this award for architecture, and it was parang a cliffhanger toward the ending where was Ted going to go for Robin, or was he going to let go of Robin and give her to Barney? And that was like the culmination of the Robin in Barney's Book of Plays.
I hate
the last play.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Was this the episode wherein kids? I've been through a lot of painful experiences in my life, and then ni-recall yung he dropped coffee on his groin and things like those. All these, he had a punch. He was reminiscing all these painful experiences, and then he said, "But nothing would compare to the text I received that night." Was that the one? Well, Barney said,
I'm sorry, can you call that?
I'm engaged, I think. That was the
That
episode,
was
no?
the engagement. Yeah.
Yeah. I felt bad for Ted. But what I
Yeah, okay.
also liked was the not yet statements of Marshall. It was when... So, what's gonna happen? I think it was, mid-season break. And it was when Victoria and Ted drove into the sunset, and then Lily goes, "Pay up." and then Marshall still says, not yet.
Yeah. That was great. That was great.
Yeah. Ayun.
I love that too, man.
So, you're okay with, you're not really Team Tracy? Or were you Team Tracy?
No. I am Team Tracy. Actually, all of my it's almost like How I Met is divided in two. It's like pre Tracy and after Tracy. So all the seasons pre Tracy are like, oh man, it's gonna be Ted and Robin. It's gonna be Ted and Robin. Like from the very start, I had this like ongoing bet with my friend. Like season one, episode one, and I was like, I mean, no, I think the end of that season, because the end of that season, the first season, parang he said to his kids, and that's how I met your Aunt Robin.
Yeah.
Kasi parang I had this bet with my friends na parang, dude, no, it's gonna be Robin. It's gonna be Robin.
Yeah, I know I
True
was
enough,
talking to you
diba?
about it. Na I still believe in the Robin pa rin, Robin. So I was watching the finale with my brother, and I thought it was the end when Tracy and Ted were in the train, by the train station. And it ended there. Biglang, kids, um, Dad, we all know that what the story is about. It's about Aunt Robin. And no, I have been briefed, blah, blah. So, yun na. And then the blue horn, the finale.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, I know a lot of my friends hated the ending. They were all Swarkle. So, parang suck on that team, Swarkles.
Yeah, dude, I have goosebumps now just thinking about the ending. Kasi parang, that's it eh. Parang, then I guess it's a testament to, we're gonna get cheesy now, but love and destiny, diba? Na parang, it's not always laid out the way you think it's laid out. And you'll never know talaga until the very end eh.
Tell me about it, man.
Jeez, bro, it's gonna... the cheese is starting to flow now.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you about some concepts from How I Met Your Mother, and I discussed this in, I think, two podcasts ago for the Jollibee episode of Geek Speak, and I brought up the window. I checked. It wasn't. I have to correct myself. It wasn't Amy Adams during that episode, but it was about a girl that lived in this apartment and who was always in a relationship. Ted Abangers was waiting and waiting and waiting. And then this old lady calls Ted's apartment and says, Ted, the window is open. So he runs. And then he explains to his kids, the window is when someone's suddenly available. But that window is only open up to a certain amount of time. And with this particular girl, super, super fast, that this is the girl that can't be single. Do you remember that episode?
Yeah, I do. It's a really good episode.
And I think the end was, kids, the window never opened again.
Was it?
No, it never opened. So,
No, for her.
Yeah,
Never
for
opened
her.
for her because parang, I think, parang when they were fighting for her, may nakasingit ang parang childhood sweetheart ng girl.
Yes. That's correct. Ayun, I wanted to ask you, did you have any experience with a window?
What kind of question is that, man? Of course I have.
Was this in Switzerland?
Gago. No, man. Well, no. I mean, throughout my life, there are windows and there are those girls. No, it's not. There was this. Yeah, I think we all have windows. It's almost like that's someone who never had the right timing. Diba?
Correct.
Parang, it's either you're single or she's single.
That's true.
Hindi kayo nag-aabot.
That's true. That's so true that you're with someone, oh, she's single, and then you're single, and then oops, nope, she's not single anymore. And ayun, destiny talaga eh. Ayun, unfortunately, there were some windows back in college. Okay, let's wait for the window to open, but never opened again from college. Ayun. So I graduated 07. And she got married this year. Yun.
Whoa, your window got married. My window also got married. My window was 7 years apart. It happened. There was no window. Closed it. 7 years later, window kind of opened,
And
but
then closed
then
again.
it closed again because she got pregnant.
Oh.
But she didn't marry. And then it opened again, but then it closed because she's married na. Why are all these windows married na?
Because we're old.
Oh!
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
But malay mo, meron pang ibang window dyan. Marami pang window. Still a
Well,
lot of
pero dude, I
windows.
mean, ako I'm not a fan of the window anymore. I don't know.
So what are you a fan of now?
No, I think past a certain age, like all your windows will close it. Parang you only have a limited amount of windows because nga, when you get older, you have less options. So parang everyone in the past will get married or, diba? So
Yeah.
parang your past shrinks. Eh. So the chance that there's someone from the past that will open up diminishes with age.
So this is kind of like a scale also of bond. Are you familiar with the hot and crazy scale?
Of course, that's true, man. That's so true.
So Leo Castillo, who was a partner of Nestle for our team buildings and all, messaged me last night and said that we had to talk about the hot and crazy scale. So for those who don't know about the hot and crazy scale, so if it's the x and y axis and the horizontal one is crazy, vertical is hot. So if the girl a girl can't be super crazy if she's what a level 2 mga ganun tama correct, but if she's a 10 that gives her the right to be a 10 with crazy. So that's what the scale is all about. So
So have you,
if you're not hot you can't be crazy basically.
or if you're hot, you can get away with being crazy,
Ah yeah.
which is more of the case, I guess. I mean, personally.
Okay. All right. So I really wanted to talk more about the TED concepts, and one of the concepts I wanted to talk about also was the shattering glass. Did I remind you of You're familiar with the shattering glass, correct?
Yes, of course.
So for those who don't know, the shattering glass is when you like someone and then suddenly they do something or say something that you don't like, and then the glass just shatters. So would you like to share an example from your personal experience, Mr. Molina?
Oh, come on. It's not going to be pure examples.
Okay,
But
I'll
yeah, I
share.
mean,
I'll
it's
share
true.
one. I'll share one.
No, go,
So
go,
there
go,
was
go.
this girl in math class first year college, and then cute siya. Tapos she asks, "Sir, what does this means?" Oh my god. Sorry. Okay, so from that point on, I can't deal with that anymore. Usually, if it's bad grammar, I'm sorry. I can't handle it. What about and
Yeah.
smoking? Smoking is a non-negotiable. So there was this really pretty girl also saw smoking. Okay, that's it. Bye.
I remember one time it's really mababaw. Like, I was in this conference. Tapos there was this cute girl there. And then, so it's like, parang, getting closer and closer. And then biglang, I forget what she said but it's probably not verbatim, pero parang she said something like, chos. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. Sorry, me. Not that chos is not good to say, pero parang at that time lang parang, oh, okay, maybe,
So yung
maybe
charot bawal din sa'yo.
charot, baka charot, baka ganun. I think it was charot.
Pero chos hindi.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man, pero parang, oh, okay.
Yeah, we were talking about Shattering Glass also last time, and ayun, I think for most guys, you'd want to bring someone home to your mom that's presentable, easy to talk to, and I guess would have a certain level of intellect, I guess, for basic grammar.
But I have a question on Shattering Glass.
Go.
The premise of Shattering Glass is, once it happens, yun nga, Shattered Glass, you can't go back to liking them ever again. But has there ever been parang Shattering Glass na, wait, na-redeem siya? Or
Yeah. That happened to me naman. Meron ganun. But I
I
won't.
think that's called love.
Yeah, because I won't name. I've heard of okay, one of my best friends in grade school went out with this girl, and um he found out that hindi na sila together then. The girl was pregnant, and the guy was some ass who left ganyan ganyan, but the girl was with someone else before that, and then the guy was still willing to be with her even if she was pregnant with another guy. So yun, as in they were saying na talaga, hindi, love talaga nung guy. That's love, man. Whatever
Yeah,
happens, yeah.
yeah. Actually, you're right. It does happen sometimes. It just takes time. Okay, so maybe Shattering Glass isn't so set in stone.
I agree. There are some though that once it shatters, it's it. But if you do decide to put the glass back together, and that's something else. I guess that's love already, as you said. Which I would have to agree with you on.
Right?
Yeah.
Score one more for cheesiness tonight.
Yep. Marami pa yan. Come on, How I Met Your Mother is all about cheesiness. The other
Yeah.
one, exit lanes. I think
Mm.
the other night I was trying to explain to you what exit lanes were.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I looked it up and I got it na. Yeah, I remember.
So correct me if I'm wrong. It's when you're in a relationship and you're not so happy with it. You're only given certain lanes for you in to exit from. Sometimes it's not gonna happen again. Correct?
Yes, and also to add to it, parang once you do something, it's like you can't exit anymore. So, for example, when you say the first time you say "I love you," I think that is the episode. Eh. When Robin said "I love you," parang wala na. That's X amount of years na. You can't exit anymore because I love
Correct.
you. Eh.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Or parang what's another one? I mean, well, kunwari, from personal experience, mag-break na kayo, pero mag-birthday siya. So, syempre, hindi kayo pwede hindi ko
Yes.
pwede mag-exit doon, di ba? Kasi
Yes,
mag-birthday
yes.
eh. And so, bad guy ka naman pag binalik mo. So,
Yeah.
you can't break up at any given time. You have to have certain times lang na pwede.
I know
Or,
of friends who
kailangan mo
parang they were girls ask them during Valentine's Day, or are we still okay? Ganyan. Are we gonna continue our relationship? Blah blah blah. So, ayun, the guy, I'm not gonna break up with you on Valentine's Day. So, yun. It's up to the guy also.
But did you have a take on it from the can't leave side?
Yes, I can't expound, but it did happen to me. I couldn't exit because of what's that? Malapit yung birthday. This is
Yun.
back in
Ayun
college.
nga.
Yeah.
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 That's right.
Yeah. So when I saw that episode on How I Met Your Mother, oh yes, I remember that. Ayun. Yeah, so that's about it with exit lanes. You wanted to bring up some other concepts from How I Met Your Mother?
Yes, and actually, I was thinking about concepts like the cheerleader effect or yung kay Barney, but I
What's the
thought about
cheerleader
it.
effect again?
The cheerleader effect is if there's a group of girls, they automatically become more attractive. But if you isolate them individually, you will see na actually hindi naman ganun kaganda.
Oh
Pero
yes, 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 yes,
as a
yes, yes.
whole, gumaganda sila.
This is similar with the movie Hall Pass, I think, with the
Ah,
beer goggles or something like that. But yes, I know the cheerleader effect. Yes,
pero it's true. It's true. It's very true. It's fun. It's a fun experiment to do. But it
na
works. I mean, it's real.
if you're in okay, you're in a conference, and then you pick out see who are the cute girls here, blah blah blah. Biglang may magsa-stand out. But if you compare that person from someone else who's prettier, and then nawawala na. You're right about the cheerleader effect. If you single them out and compare it to a different person, iba. Yeah. So similar, woo girls are what, drunk girls? No, the woo
No,
girls.
the Woo Girls. That was in a Robin ata. And, or is in a, is it Robin or,
Lily?
I forgot her name.
Yeah. Okay.
Lily. I think it was Lily. Parang when they, I can't remember.
I
Basta
can't
alam ko
remember
parang
also.
they make the woo sound. Yeah. Oh wait,
Lily,
sorry, but
yeah, go ahead.
no, but the two things pala, they're not well, they are concepts. So the first one is season 8, episode 1, when Klaus parang left, I forget the name of the girl. Uh,
Victoria. Was it Victoria?
no, no, the baker.
Yeah, Victoria.
Oh, so when Klaus left Victoria, tapos Ted chased Klaus dun sa Farhampton. And then Ted was like, it's so hard, I don't remember the German words, pero parang Klaus is explaining, Victoria's okay, but she's not my, this German word. Because parang that German word means something like, when you see her, you know instantly na she's the one. Na parang, he was explaining, Victoria is someone who's okay, pero not yung alam mo kaagad. And then Ted was like, but can't she, like with time, can't she eventually become that? And then Klaus is like, no, it's instant. And this thing, this German word, I think it's, I looked for it. Liebenslager, Schnickenslashes, or something like that.
Okay.
Pero this kasi parang with hopeless romantics or like with people, parang sometimes your friends say, no, give it a try, malay mo, it's gonna work out. Pero, and please tell me that you're the same way. Pero iba kasi yung sparks di ba? Yung chemistry, yung instant na it doesn't take 2 seconds to know. You see someone, or the first time you speak to someone, you know agad And that's what Klaus was saying. Yeah, of course, you can learn to love someone, you can be friends first, but there's also that thing that you're looking for. So that's the first one.
Admittedly, I've never experienced that German word because my previous relationships were all, we started as friends and then yun, nagka, we got to know each other better, and ayun, you learn and grow to love that person. But
But
have you felt that German word na?
yeah, man, I mean, and that's what I'm saying, because it's instant. I think the closest thing you can connect it to is sparks or fireworks.
Okay. Okay.
You instantly know. And I guess like when you're friends with someone, there's that point, that moment when all of a sudden she's no longer just a friend.
Oh, that's what
And parang,
I've experienced, but I've never experienced that spark that someone you don't know, you randomly met, and then boom, meron na. They were all friends before.
sick. Okay, fine. I think I'm sick.
Okay, other one, Reacher and the Settler. It was the Marshall and Lily thing.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've talked to. We were comparing a note. So, this person X and person Y. Who's the Reacher and who's the Settler? We can talk about it off podcast.
It's kind of mean, pero
Yeah.
it's true. Also, it's true. You always have, like, some of my other friends say it's overcheck or overdo. Parang, alam mo namang may lamang na isa dun
True.
Yeah.
True. Ito.
But the question there is, would you want to be, which would you rather be?
I'd rather be the
That's the
Reacher.
question.
I'd rather be the Reacher.
That's the correct answer.
Like, okay lang sa akin yung girl yung magsettle. It's fine. Diba?
I would answer the same, pero okay, sa bagay, you're not supposed to care what everyone says. Kasi yung mangyayari na, everyone's gonna say, ba't ganun? Parang hindi siya daw bagay. I mean, she's too ganyan. Pero okay lang, diba?
Who cares?
She picked you naman.
Yeah. And I want to give a shout out to Mr. Roel Revilla. I don't know if he listens to the podcast, but we were talking about the blue horn. And he was saying, dude, baka kailangan mo lang gumawa ng blue horn. Have you done the blue horn? And admittedly, I don't think I've done or made an effort to give out a blue horn. Like, really went out of my way to steal the blue horn and offer it. Have you done something like that?
Well, I haven't stolen anything. Pero if blue horn is also grand gestures of love, then
like super grand.
That parang you look stupid na, and no one will ever tell you that you're doing the right thing. Then yes.
Wow. Yeah. When was this?
A few in the past
decade.
Years, I guess. What?
Past decade. Excuse me.
In the past maybe 2 years or 3 years, something.
Oh wow.
Quite recent.
I need to backtrack where you were 2 years ago.
Of course, I'm changing the timeline so that no one gets it.
Oh, okay. All right. Anything else we missed out on some How I Met Your Mother concepts or ideas and theories?
Oh wait, but on the blue horn before we move on.
Yeah.
So my only thing about the blue horn is, so here's the thing. I mean, the blue horn, I don't know how you see it. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Because depending on when in the season you see it, it can be a good thing or a bad thing. Because I think at some point he returned it. At some point he got it back, and then he returned it again. Parang ganun.
Yeah.
So it can be both a symbol of like really outrageous, hopeless romantic gesture, or because the reality is, and this is what happened to me, it doesn't work sometimes. You do the blue horn, and it doesn't work. And then it becomes a symbol of, oh man, the blue horn doesn't make sense. Which leads me to the other concept that I want. It's not actually a concept, it's more of a dialogue.
Yeah.
I think, when was this? The best friend of Ted, Punchy's wedding, Ted and Robin were nasa balcony.
Yeah.
Parang,
was this when the orange neckties ba to? Correct?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Tapos, and sorry, I mean, I prepared for that. It's here. So parang Ted was saying that I used to believe in destiny. I used to see someone reading the book I like, and parang maybe it's her. But through time, it's become parang, oh no, it's impossible. And then he was like feeling really down. He said he stopped believing. And it's not like he's depressed and he stopped believing, but it's more like every day he believes a little less. And I think that's an effect of the blue horn, of not getting it. I mean, that's a story of Ted Mosby. He tries and he tries and he tries. He always has good intentions. He always believes. But in this episode, this particular moment, he was saying, no, but I'm tired of it. No, it's not going to work. Every day, I'm a little less hopeful or optimistic, or I believe it a little less. And then Robin says one of the best quotes in How I Met Your Mother history for me. Parang, she says, yeah, but you're Ted Mosby. And you start believing again. And then he's like, in what? Destiny? And Robin says, no, chemistry. But once you have chemistry, you need one other thing.
Which is?
Timing. But timing's a bitch.
Yeah.
And that was Ted and Robin. So parang again, you have that fight because they have that chemistry. So parang, wala lang. That episode parang, wait a minute. Pwede pa to eh. And then, wala lang. It's one of the best moments, I think, in How I Met. Pre-Tracy.
Pre-Tracy.
Post-Tracy's a whole different ballgame.
Okay. my take on that is yes, I've experienced that also. I've lost hope. You lose that little hope each and every day, and then you take a look at yourself and say, "Look, I'm not stupid. Hindi ako tanga. I'm just gonna stop." But then you
Yeah.
say, "No, we're Ted Mosby, blah blah blah, chemistry," and then same answer, timing. Timing is a bitch.
And and
Yun.
your Ted Mosby.
No
Ted
more.
Mosby
I'm not
will
Ted Mosby.
believe.
Sorry? No,
Sabi niya, diba?
I was talking to Mr. Revilla and I said that the blue horn cannot be done anymore. I think it's reached a point where even if you go all out and give the grandest blue horn, it's still not gonna work. Yun.
But then again, timing. I mean, I'm probably gonna eat my words, but again, timing. For the blue horn was out of the picture, but at the very end, after the whole Tracy thing, very last scene, Ted goes back with the blue horn. So again, I mean, maybe it's timing. Maybe it's not
Who
over
knows? Maybe
until
it's 20 years down the road or I don't know. I don't know. Baka
yeah.
may kids rin ako. We don't know. We don't know. Only time will tell. So yun. Anything else for How I Met Your Mother, Mr. Molina?
Those are the two best ones for me. Pre Tracy, of course.
Pre-Tracy. Okay. Ito, another one. Bro code. For the bros. Do
Ooh.
you do you go out with a bro's ex?
Ooh. It depends. I think this question
Really?
there is really no hard rule.
It's
Yeah, I mean
even
because they
it depends. Ako, it's a solid no. You don't.
well, Barney broke the bro code and then they had this whole thing, diba? No? Marshall was parang the lawyer, parang hey, but you broke it first.
Ah, nah. But for me, I stand my ground. No. So if I have bros who go after my exes, no, no way, man.
No, but there are different kinds of breakups. I mean, some breakups are good, some breakups are they're still friends. Sometimes they're all in the same brigada. Sometimes
That's weird.
they really separate paths. Pero parang it depends. I know some people na nangyayari yan parang okay lang. Pero
I think it's still weird.
personally no. I agree. But it does happen and they're pretty okay with it. Pero personally parang I can't imagine.
It's just weird. Too weird for me. Yeah.
Yeah, do you know the term Igloo Brothers?
No.
Okay, maybe it's a PG podcast, so let's not talk about this. Google it now. Google
The
Igloo Brothers.
Blue Brothers?
Igloo.
Ah, Igloo. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. So anyway, Mig, thanks a lot for joining me in this short. But I wish we can talk more about how I Met Your Mother concepts and compare it to real life. But some things you just need to hide from the public. Anyway,
Agree.
thanks, man. I'll talk
It
to you
was a
again.
pleasure. I mean,
I'll talk to you again.
anytime it's time. Yeah.
All right. Bye.